let's quickly solve this question. Three forces with magnitudes 16 Newton, 12 Newton, and 21 Newton are shown in the diagram above. Determine the magnitude of their resultant force and angle with the x-axis. So quickly, I'll do that. Now, the first step is I'm going to resolve all the vertical forces, and also I'm going to add up all the vertical forces, and then for these ones that are inclined at an angle, I'm going to resolve them into their vertical axis or vertical component. Then when I'll be doing for horizontal components, I'll also resolve these ones that are inclined. So for our vertical component, I'll label it capital letter Y will be equals to, now you see the first vertical force here is 21 Newton, or you can, there are many ways to go about it. Okay, let's start with the 16 Newton. Since it's inclined, that means it also has a component on the vertical axis. So that will be 16 sine 26. That's the angle it makes with the horizontal. Plus, the reason I said plus is because this 12 Newton here is upward. This one is upward. So if it was in the opposite direction, that would be minus. Okay, plus 12 sine 32, 12 sine 32, and then minus 21. The reason I say minus 21 is because this 21 is in opposite direction. When you are talking about vertical, it's in opposite direction with respect to these other two forces. Minus 21. And somebody may ask or wonder, what if you did 21 minus 16 sine that minus 12 sine that, and you will still arrive at the same answer. The only challenge there is that your sign will be different, and that sign there only indicates whether the equivalent force is upward or downward. So when you do this one now, this will give you minus 7.627 Newton. What this minus means is the resultant force or the equivalent force of the resultant vertical force is downward, not upward. So it means this is downward. So if we had done 12 to 21 minus 16 sine 26 minus 12 sine 32, that would have given us positive. That would have given us positive 7 point that. So we can still write it as positive 7.627. What this one indicates is that the resultant is on the downward side, not on the upward side. So let's go to the horizontal. Horizontal, I'll represent it with x. The horizontal, I'll represent that with x. So if you summation of x will be, there are only two forces that have horizontal part, this 12 and this 16. So they will minus each other. So me, I'll prefer keeping the 16 first, since by intuition it looks bigger than 12. You cannot just say it's bigger than 12 because 16 is bigger than 12, because you don't know the ratio of the angle, whether the ratio of the angle will later make it smaller than 12 compared to the ratio. So you never know. But I assume 16 is the bigger one, so I'll put 16 cos 26 minus, because this other 12 is in opposite direction with respect to the horizontal, is opposite direction, so it will be minus, they will subtract each other. 12 cos 32. 12 cos 32. So if you do that, it's going to give you a positive answer, a positive 4.204 And what does this positive 4 means? It means the direction is on the left. What this positive 4 means is that 16 cos 26 is greater than 12 cos 32. And so which means the resultant will be on the left. The resultant of the horizontal force will be on the left. So if we now merge the two together, you can merge it anyhow. You can merge it in any form. This could go here, and then this one will be a horizontal. And then your resultant will be from here to there with that angle there, theta. If you don't like it that way, you can also keep it this way. Why is my drawing terrible? There, and then this one can come here. This one will go down, and then your resultant will be there. So you can draw it any of the above method, you understand? So the whole thing is that it is right angle triangle that you're going to have. So you solve the right angle triangle. So if I'm to solve using this second one, using the first one, our y here is 7.627 Newton, and our x here, our equivalent x here is 4.204. So your resultant, which is the hypotenuse of that right angle triangle, will be equals to square root of 7.6. Let me just leave it at 7.6 squared plus 4.2 squared. If you process that, you will end up having 8.71 Newton. So the resultant is 8.71 Newton, which is option B and option D. So for us to now know the option that is the real correct answer is for us to find the angle theta. So now our R here is 8.71. So you can use any trig ratio to get your angle. So if I use cosine or tan, I don't know, anyone, you can use anyone. Let me use tan. Tan theta, tan is opposite over adjacent. So if you have theta here, opposite here, which is 7.62 over adjacent, which is 4.2. Whatever you get there, you now do tan inverse, so that your theta will now be tan inverse of this function here of 7.6 divided by 4.2. And if you do that, the angle you'll be having will be 61.13 degrees, which is approximately what? 61 degrees. So the correct answer will be option B. The correct answer will be option B. So that is that. Thank you. Subscribe. You subscribe, and then for online classes you can join my WhatsApp group. Thank you.